Testing the stream. Testing the stream. Alright, looks like we're online. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright, let's see what we can get. Still watching BLDP. Same list we got posted in there in chat. BLDP, XNY, PR, KR. So far, not too much going on. PRKR broke support. XNY is about to test resistance, though. I like that. XNY might be the one. PRKR, big letdown. Actually, I mean BLDP. BLDP, a big letdown. Tested the $2 mark, couldn't break out. Totally failed. Oh well. Might come back around. Still have plenty of time for an end-of-day run on that. So we will see. And PRKR. I think I posted the right link there. Let's just double check that real quick. Alright, cool, yeah, we're good. What's up, Sonny? How's it going? Put an alert here for PRKR, see if it tests that resistance. Facebook, absolutely killing it. So far, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but that swing trade's going really well so far. Just got an alert for AMD. We're gonna go flip over to AMD, see what's going on there. Oh geez. Great day for AMD. Testing 556 right now. Maybe we can get a scalp in on there. The next level. Is that the highest level I have on AMD? No way. Okay, let's see. Next level about 593. That's a pretty big difference right there. I don't think it gets there in the day though. Delete this. I don't know why that's there. Probably from a webinar or something. Let's see. Where's this? 555. And that's what this alert is for. Might actually pick up some AMD in that case. Let's see. Let's check out our bid-ask spread on that thing. 555, a lot of bids coming in. You know, might be a pretty low-risk play for end of day. Maybe I'll pick some up just... Why not? Doesn't look too risky. Might be able to get a little bit of profit there. Let's take a look. AMD. I'll go for it. Take a little speculative position on that. If it doesn't hold 555 though, I'll get out. But it looks like it's pretty strong so far. Assuming my order fills. Alright, trying to get in there at 555. I don't see why my order wouldn't fill. It's not really moving fast. Go back to PRKR in the meantime. Let's see. Oh, wow, look at that. Ended up bouncing right off support. So you can see those pivot points work pretty well. Put an alert right under there just in case it breaks. And maybe put one about halfway up here. Just in case it starts pushing towards 690. Go back to XNY. 267. Still a ways off. AMD. Breaking support. I don't like that. And where's my buy? Let's see. It never actually filled me. I don't know what's going on with my broker here. Should fill me now that we're at 554. Yeah. Well, it just dipped kind of hard, but I just got filled. Alright, let's see. So that position is assuming that that support holds. So I'm going to put a really tight stop on this because I don't want to be holding this if it doesn't. And if it tests back up, I can get in again. So let's see. Put an alert back at 555. Looks like we probably have some soft support right around like 552, 553. Let's see what the loss would be. 552. Not too big of a loss. 553. I'll put it at 552, give it a little bit of room. Or will I? I don't like that it already broke support. That's not a good sign. Maybe I'll just get out now, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna sell now. Be safe. I don't like holding that in this situation. So I'm trying to sell at 554, take a 1 cent loss on all my shares. And I will enter again if it breaks 555 again. I don't know if it'll fill though, because it's trading like right in the middle of 553 and 554 right now. So I could sell at 553 for sure. Oh, it looks like that's not what I had to do. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Trying for 553. Alright, just got out at 553. We'll try again if it pushes back up. Let's see here. Don't need 2 alerts there. Put an alert at 554. We have the one at 556. We don't need 2 though, so we'll take 1 off. I mean, I might bounce around that 50 period average, which would be about 552. So we'll put an alert there as well. So it was a pretty low risk play. I mean, the support didn't hold, so I got out with a very minimal loss. Not really a big deal. Ooh, what's this? There is the alert at 554. AMD coming back around a little bit. Nice. Got it. And we'll just kind of flip back and forth. PRKR, let's go back there, see what's up. Still holding support. Still not looking like a good trade. XNY. I had some high hopes for XNY. It came up nicely. Made some really good higher lows. Let's kind of widen this chart out a bit. It's been trending up ever since right about 10:46, so that'd be about 11:12, right about 1:46 Eastern time. But not really breaking through this resistance at about 267 though. So that's what I guess I could have played it down here, 223. It would have been really nice gains actually from 223 to about 257 area. But I don't know. Kind of missed out on that play. So the next closest play would be the break of 267. So that's what I'm waiting for. Missed out on that bounce from 223, unfortunately. Would have been nice, but you can't get them all. EVOC. Let's take a look at EVOC. Oh, just 1 second. There's a Rhyhorn that just showed up. Oh, geez, this thing. Something happened here. Got it. Cool. Okay, EVOC. What happened here, man? Some crazy news come out or what? Looks like they failed a phase 3 or phase 2 or something. Just based off the chart. Let's see if I can find any news on that. EVOC. Evoke Pharma plunging 70%. prompting Bean to downgrade the stock from buy. Specialty pharmaceutical company that focuses on the development of drugs to treat gastrointestinal disorders and diseases issued a blow to investors Monday morning. Oh, yep. Evoke said top-line results from a phase 3 clinical trial of EVK-001 in female patients with symptomatic diabetic gastroparesis did not achieve its primary endpoint. Okay, at week 4. Well, chart certainly reflects that. That's pretty painful for anyone who's long. Anyone who is short definitely made some amazing money today, though. Jeez. That's brutal. I think I just had an alert go off. Oh, for AMD again. Let's go back to AMD. It's just not that it's coming up, though. It's dipping to that 50 average that we put. So we put that alert at 552. Oh, it's bouncing off the 50 average, though. 552 to 554. Pretty indecisive. You see all these dojis that have been appearing. Especially on the 1 minute. Let's check out the 5 minute. Definitely would have been a good play off open. But you see it was channeling this entire area. Let's see. Let's make that a little more accurate, actually. I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. There we go. So that was pretty much the channel the entire day. And then it did break up. Next resistance be about 556, so it definitely had momentum to try to break out there, but so far no luck. RSI, the MACD, everything was looking pretty good. Averages looking great. But just not quite enough momentum. Too many bulls taking profits here, bring the price down. It did push up 1 cent to 556, but that was about all the strength that it had, unfortunately. Check out PRKR, still breaking down even more. Broke that support, coming down to 632 XNY. Let's see. Let's see if we can find anything else. I'm going to run my scanner and see if we can find anything interesting. Check on Facebook in the meantime. Beautiful day for Facebook. Look at that. Alright, let's see what the scanner has to show us. Pretty much the same stuff. Check this out. No, doesn't look good. Cressy. Ooh. I don't like the volume on this, but definitely trending up nicely today. TX. Once again, same deal. Not really good volume, but trending up nicely. SBRA. I mean, up 2.5%, not really that crazy. Let's see. Different scanner. Let's check out the breakout scanner. It's a little late for a breakout, but worth a try. Doesn't hurt. Pretty much the same stuff. BLDP, SPHS. I guess we could put an alert. Let's see. You're right about 325. See if it can kind of break out there. AMD's coming back around now. So we can try to enter this again. I actually probably will do that. See the bids. Oh, a lot of bids at 555, 555, 554. They're actually coming down a little bit. 553 now. I'm not going to buy in just yet then. It looks like it might actually break support again. Bids are lowering. Although there is a big bid sitting at 555, but the rest have lowered to 553. And I don't like this candle closing kind of... Okay, that's better. Closing at the top so far. The bid starts stacking about 554, 555. I'll try again. RSI is looking really good. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Kind of funny that AMD is the only thing that's looking really showing potential for an end-of-day run. Not really the most volatile stock at all. VII, we can check that out real quick. VII going off nicely here, actually. I don't really know where I'd buy in, though. That's the thing. Let's see. I'm watching AMD at the same time I'm looking this up, so bear with me for a second. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with AMD. Let's try AMD again. Doesn't hurt. But it's not holding. Let's see. Trying to get in at 555 here. Oh no, 557. Might have just missed it. Nice green candle there. Just wanted to get into AMD. Might have missed it. That kind of sucks. I don't think I want to pay that much for it. All right, might get a fill here. No. Rangels in chat saying MRNS. Let's check that out while we have our order at 555. Don't want to mess with this. This trend has been down for too long. Let's go back to AMD. Let's see. 555 looking like it's kind of a stretch to fill right now. Bids are coming up. There's some people bidding at 556 now. I'll take a look at EVOC in a sec and see. We'll see. It might have been a little bit too much of a sell-off. I don't really know fundamentally what else they have in their pipeline, how significant that phase 3 failure is. I mean, if they have other stuff in testing, then it could definitely bounce back. But like I said, I don't know anything about the company, so on a purely technical level, it's not looking great though. But we'll take a better look at that in a second for sure. All right. If I don't get filled here, I don't know. Something's wrong with my broker. It didn't get filled. Wow, still. And if I don't get filled here, I'm just going to probably move on. Because it's not like it's really breaking out that strong either. I mean, 557 was the biggest push it had right now. Still about slightly less than 30 minutes till close, though. So there is time. I'll give my order another minute to fill here, and if not, I'm going to take it off and sit out from AMD today. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to cancel my order. I don't like this movement. Didn't fill me anyways, and I don't like this movement, so I'm just going to not mess with that. Let's check out EVOC. Let's see. Let's go to like the daily chart, kind of get a better idea for it. Oh, this is actually pretty interesting. Looks like it ran up into this test. Almost the last trading week, it's gone up real nice. It's actually almost 100%. It's probably about 80% gains right there, just about. About $7. High about 11.11. And now all the way down here at 252. Last time it was trading around 252. Let's see. All the way back about the beginning of the year. This stock has actually been killing it all year. It's done pretty well. It would be a shame if its gains were erased entirely in one day. All the gains it made throughout the year so far. Let's check out the monthly chart. So it opened here right about 684 or so. So it was actually, yeah, trending down a bit, and then the start of this year, it really came back around, making some good higher lows and all that. I mean, it does look like it might bounce. Like I said, I would look into it fundamentally a bit more, see what their pipeline has. But if they have, you know, if they're not entirely reliant on this drug that failed, what was it, EVK-001 or something like that? Let's see. What was that called? Yeah, EVK001. If they're not entirely relying on that, I do think it could probably bounce back. It actually might be one that I'm going to watch now. It could be a potential gap up for sure. And it's already bounced off from that low pretty well. Let's see. I mean, that low, pre-market 233, trading right now at about 2.9. That's not bad. I mean, it's still, you know, the trend is absolutely still, it's still getting demolished, but that could have been a nice little bounce right there from 233 to about 297 or so. Not too bad at all if you played that. Wouldn't have been a very easy play, though, and you definitely have to be careful catching a falling knife and all that. But I mean, on the overall chart, it definitely looks like it's been showing some really good strength. You see all the averages are in the perfect order. Blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Yeah, I mean, if this trial went well, this thing probably would have went to the moon. Because it ran up so nicely into this, you know, release date. This press release, rather, I should say. And just showed really good strength. Nice higher lows. Didn't really ever fall off too much. Didn't spike too much either and pull back a lot. Just nice healthy pullback, higher lows and all that. I like to see that stuff. So I'll definitely actually watch this week and see if it starts to make a gap up. Or about $3. Let's see. Put an alert at $3 and see if it gets back up there. Check on MRNS again. See if it looks any more interesting. Not really. Not enough volume. See, that's the thing. That's why I don't really like this one. I mean, it could have been a little play, but for the amount of risk, I don't like the amount of potential profit on it. Looks like it got pumped up pretty hard on the open, though. Would that be about 30%? 25-30% from the open to the high of the day? So not a super pump, but a nice little spike there. Definitely a little bit of a pump. No problem, McWiggles411. Glad to help out. Let's see what else. Yeah, not much going on in the day, unfortunately. BLDP. Almost coming up to test $2 again. Here we go. This might be interesting, actually. Check out the tape for BLDP. Bids coming in 195, 195, some at 198. Needs a little bit more pressure, though, to come up and test, too. Not looking terrible, though. What worries me about this thing is it looks like, because the volume has been so dried up, you can see here the volume just spikes out of nowhere. Here it just kind of spiked out of nowhere. So this is the kind of thing that'll just kind of randomly spike up or down. So by the time it gets to $2, if I try to get in there, for all I know it just goes off. Which would be good if I get filled, but at the same time, all it takes is one guy who's been holding it for a while to see that's not breaking out at $2, and this guy has a ton of shares and he doesn't like that and he sells off, and then anyone who tries to play this breakout gets burned. That's the thing I don't like about the movement on BLDP so far for an in-the-day run. But it's definitely been channeling. Looks like the bottom of this channel is right about 193. 193 to about 2. So, I mean, it could break up either way. And it does look a bit more bullish than bearish. So we'll see. I mean, it's still on the radar for the end-of-day run, but less than 20 minutes till close now. Still trying to hunt something down. I'm not going to force a trade, you know. If there's nothing really that's looking good, then oh well. We'll play this again tomorrow. See what's going on. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, still the whole week ahead of us to find something. So no rush, but it would be nice to get a nice end-of-day run on something. Glue. Wow, glue ran very nicely. What the heck? That wasn't in a day exactly. It was about 2 hours ago when this run started. But look at that. That would have been a really sweet play to get in on. Jeez. Not looking great anymore, though. Looks like we have some soft resistance right around 284. Hasn't been able to break up from there ever since the high of the day where it fell off. So that's what I'm going to be watching for. I don't think this one I don't think is going to turn out to be an end-of-day runner, though. Doesn't hurt to put an alert up and keep on moving. X and Y, got an alert for that. And it is coming up, testing that 267 area, finally, again. And so far not great. This candle closing pretty low. Let's take a look at the time and sales. The spread isn't great. 259, 261. Volume not great. Yeah. Nothing's really looking like it's going to break out so far. I think AMD is still failing. Facebook has actually turned out to be the best thing that I've played all day. Really happy about that play. Let's see. X and Y. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's got potential. It just needs the volume. But so far it's really just kind of hanging out. It hasn't really been able to break out just yet. I wouldn't play it just yet. I'm pretty careful about my setups though. I mean, I might miss out on some because of that, but I never really blow up my account at least. I never really get burned. You know, if something doesn't look good, if it looks good but it doesn't, you know, if I'm nervous about it, I won't go in. In this case, it looks more bullish than bearish, but it doesn't look great. I mean, the averages are bullish, but the volume is iffy, and so far, you know, we have a potential double top right around the resistance that we need to break, so a little too risky in my opinion at the moment. But I will put another alert right there at 268. 15 minutes to close. Let's see if anything pans out. Let's see. I don't know if I'll hold Facebook into earnings, honestly. But it's just that the reason I like it here is because it is about to test that lifetime high of 121.08. The averages, we just had that 10 period crossover the 20 period today, and it broke up from 118.05. I was looking to buy in at about 118.50 if it looked really bullish, and it was coming up to 118.50, looked really good, so that's where I got in. So I want to hold it until it tests 121.08, and if it still has the momentum, I will just keep holding it. And I don't know if I'll hold it into earnings, though. I don't really like to play earnings generally. But, I mean, there's still plenty of time before the earnings is coming up. So, I mean, if it just runs, if it breaks the lifetime high and keeps running into earnings, I'll just sell it before anyways, and it'll be a nice little play. Yeah, it's never been that high before. And glue. We actually got an alert for glue after all. Let's see what this thing's doing. Breaking that soft resistance. It did test a few times above it, and it didn't really make much progress though. Let's check out the time and sales and that stuff. You know, it doesn't look awful. A lot of bids at 282, 283. Some people probably trying to get filled right there on that red candle. And it looks like they did. That's why it's turning into a doji. Some orders filling there. Might find support at 284 now. I could go in with a little share size and test it out. Let's see. Ooh, it is kind of going off here a little bit. Oh yeah, it is. Let's see. Alright, not too shabby. Let's see. Haven't bought just yet though. I don't know. I'm not in love with the setup, honestly. But it is a little... Like, I would have liked to have gotten in closer to about 285. I don't think I'm going to play it. 10 minutes to close. It might keep going up, but... I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. At least we can watch it. 10 minutes left. Let's see what it does. I think I'm going to stay out just to be safe, though. I don't want to force this trade. It would have been better to have gotten in at that 285 area, and though it's not up that much higher, you know, but overall... Overall, I'm probably going to stay out. We'll play some stuff tomorrow. Let's see if that's a good idea or not. $286. So we got some bids at 286, some more at 283, and dropping down a little bit already. So far, it looks like we're not really missing out on this one. It did have a little, you know, nice little spike there when it broke 285 on that, but didn't get too far. I mean, it at least it would give us enough time to play it still. But like I said, the setup is not great. I would like to see the 50 average above that 100 average. There's probably just not enough time in the day now. It would take some serious volume for this thing to really give us a nice little profit. Like 285 to 290 would have been decent, but 287 to 290, eh. In the high of the day, 292. So you know there's people that are going to take profit there. Or maybe about 290, 291 to be safe. Usually people take profit right below the high of the day, because if you try to sell at 292, you might not always get filled, and you might miss the exit. SGY came back some. Let's check SGY out. Oh, geez. Yeah, no kidding. It did. That would have been nice. I kind of forgot about SGY, actually. See, now this would have been good. All the volume came in about an hour ago, and it's been trending up ever since. So that would have been a good chart. Like, it really ugly from this point on, but from here, definitely good. But once again, like 6 minutes to close. It's already gone up quite a lot, so I'm not a fan of playing SGY either, personally. I haven't had much luck day trading SGY because these candles are so wide. Like, if you look at this thing, like, look at this candle right here, 1925 to 1949, and it has like crazy candles. Let's see if we can find a better one. Like over here, 1906 to 2015. That's such a huge like difference. So with my strategy of playing with it like a fairly tight stop, almost every time I've tried to play SGY, and I have made profit on it, but overall, I've probably had more losses than profit on SGY, and that's why I don't just play it anymore, because with my strategy, it just doesn't really work out that well. The candles are too widespread, and I end up getting stopped out too early on this thing, and I don't want to adjust my whole strategy just to play one stock, so I just stick with what I'm good at, and unfortunately SGY just isn't really one of those. Now, if you got in closer to the start here of this run, it would have been pretty viable. I mean, I would have a stop about 1860 or so, 1850 area, and it didn't really come down or test there, but at this point, this late in the game, a bit too risky for my style, so I can't really enter this. Even if it looks great, I just got to be conservative, disciplined, and sit it out, unfortunately. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, because in the long run, that's what develops consistency, finding what works for you. So, it's, you know, what is unfortunate is missing out on the trade, but in the long run, pays off. Let's go back to Glue and take a look. Yeah, once again, so far Glue, haven't really missed out on that one. AMD. Good thing we canceled that order. Once again, it didn't hold above support. I'm going to take off that alert, actually. And I'm going to put this alert for 5:55 for another day. We can take this channel off. And we have some alerts on all the support from there. Actually, you know what? Let's see. There's some intraday support that was developed. So we'll put an alert there for tomorrow. Right around like 240. Let's go with 247. And I like to use the segmented bars because it helps me identify that easier, that it's soft support. Makes sense, right? Not a full bar. 247. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. Let's check out XNY again. Yep, look at that. Totally failed. Falling. Oh, wow. That's actually more than I thought. From 265 to right about 234. Yeah, good thing we didn't play that. Would have got burned on that one. What was the other stock? PRKR. Let's check that out. PRKR. Also disappointing. Lower lows. Yeah, it's, you know, unfortunate. Some days you get those really nice end-of-day runners. Today, just not really happening. Do one last scan. Oh, you know what? Less than 5 minutes to close, actually. Probably too late to find anything on the scanner. But why not? Let's just see real quick. Let's see. Anything comes up. And we'll go with the penny scanner. Let's see. TRCH. I wonder if that just recently started running. Not really. I was hoping maybe there'd be like some crazy end-of-day runner. Not that I'd play it, but it would be kind of cool for us to see. I think that's about it, guys. Nothing else really coming through. No time. Groupon actually coming through a scanner. Haven't seen that ticker in a while. Ooh, look at that. 349, 386. Not bad. Not a bad day for Groupon. 10% it's up. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Glad I could help you out, Mick Wiggles. And that's about it for today, guys. Sorry it was such an uneventful end of day, but, you know, we gotta play with what the cards give us, and unfortunately the cards were not so hot today, at least in the day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll see you guys another time. That's that. Have a good one.